The situation in Thailand is much more normalized and under control. Airports, railways and expressways have resumed operations. The tourism sector is bouncing back speedily after a brief setback. Shopping malls have opened up. The country's capital, there are rescue operations that are still taking place in Chatuchak, which is the site where a 30-story building under construction collapsed. There have been 3 days later, 96 people are still believed to be trapped under the debris. Getting to know that search and rescue operations continue with hopes alive at a collapsed building site in Chatuchak. The search has surpassed the critical 72-hour window for finding survivors. Tavida Kamal Vej, the Deputy Governor of Bangkok, has cautioned that the situation is still extremely unclear. Listen into what she said.
Just get our hope hanging up that actually, even though it's past already 72 hours, it doesn't mean that we identify them as dead, but we identify them as lower chance of survival. But that also means we have to speed up because they are getting more vulnerable and weaker if they're still alive. So the process.
I have with me Professor Dheeraj Banerjee. Professor Dheeraj Banerjee, particularly, there are concerns being raised, shock right now in Bangkok, that how is it that out of the hundreds of buildings, skyscrapers and high rises, there was only one that was under construction that came falling apart, that just completely collapsed, raising questions about the quality of construction by the project managers over there.
Yeah, that's a big problem in all the metropolitan cities of the world. Bangkok also suffers from the same. You have all multi-story building of more than 30 stories building must have a earthquake-proof design. The unfortunate part is that those people who are supposed to certify that this building is safe, they are themselves not trained. There is no training center that those people who will check that whether the designs have been earthquake-proof. They are very badly trained, or they don't know anything. They simply sign the paper and say this building is earthquake-proof. That is the reason what is happening in Bangkok. The multi-story building, very tall buildings, and they are all collapsing. They are all on the way of collapsing. This is the thing which we should also, in India also, there is a problem. There are many places, especially in Noida, near Delhi, where things are the same situation, and they are likely to suffer if something of that magnitude happens in Delhi. If any earthquake or something, even if a lower magnitude happens, the buildings in the Noida area will suffer. So we have to take a lesson from these people. The earthquake which has happened in Myanmar, how we have to be prepared. We must have some brochures which should be distributed to the people. These people should know how to number one thing, how to get evacuated. This is also how to move out of the building. This type of thing. There are booklets available,
right.
But these booklets are always lying in the dustbin.
Right, sir. Yeah. All right, we're getting more information. The Minister of